Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Lands of Lore, Guardians of Destiny with your host Ekant aka Joey, that's me. And we gonna visit a place where we will find a second altar to recharge one of these globes so we can open more mausoleums. I didn't want him to be there, I wanted to introduce them later. But now I can't anymore. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Assar. I told you about the Dracoids and what they become, and this is what they become. Giant dragon-like lizards. Yeah, this was a total waste. Come on, you Assar. Haha, you're stuck, huh? Son of a... Wow, this, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this is Assar, and this is what the Dracoids became. Who? Alright, since I prematurely introduced you to the Assar, I have to deal with other stuff now, like actually getting into where I want to go. Which is the White Tower. I don't know why, but every Lands of Lore game seems to have a White Tower in it. But in this time the White Tower isn't as big and large as the last one, and it's not as dangerous as the last one, so shouldn't be too much of a problem for us to go in there. And you can see it. This leads down to death immediately. And don't get fooled by this bridge. You can easily fall off when it has its problems to get created. And this is where we're going. Into the White Tower.
Oh.
Here we are, and as you can see there is this green stuff, and we must first get rid of it by activating this button. But there is indeed a different button which we activate first, and it is this one, and it leads down into the very small basement of the White Tower, and there we will find these things. Since we won't face any ghosts anymore, we don't use this amulet. We instead gonna use these gauntlets, which give us 20% more of attack rating. And I wanted to introduce the Assar to you in this part, but now I have to do it that way. These creatures tend to spit acid, and when they do, get away as fast as possible because it is indeed deadly. And they have a habit to spawn it, to breathe their evil gas before they die, and spam you with it, so take care. It can kill you easily. And look what we found. We found the altar. Now we can recharge the globes.
Glass globe.
And this altar actually is an altar of doom. And it charges the globes with the famous Mists of Doom spell level 2.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's go to the second floor. Okay, this is the last floor we have to go to. And we will meet...
No.
Uh-oh.
Must leave.
This must be the head, Mugwaba.
No belong here.
Perhaps you are aware of the curse I bear.
Bad you hear. You not win.
Eat my jerkin.
These are Assar mages, and they are freaking dangerous. Whoa! Move away. And I killed it. Great. No worries, I can recharge these globes easily. And here we will find items which we absolutely need. The
Bracers of the dead.
You wear bracers.
Hey, I thought you were dead.
Bracers can talk to dead.
These bracers allow the wearer to communicate with the netherworld?
Talk to dead. Bad. Leave bracers.
Sorry, I'll have to keep them. Perhaps I'll be able to have a chat with my mother now.
I highly doubt that, Luther. But this is indeed an important item which we have to use. And thank God there are not many of these Assar mages in this game. Only 3, if I remember. Can you see this alcove here? It looks like as if it is some kind of ladder, which would you allow to come up here. Maybe it was intended to be a ladder, but it's not really anymore. Or maybe you could, the Dracoids could transport items up and down the floor. Whatever the developers intended for it, its use is no longer present. And here we'll find an exit point, which is, to be precise, just another way to get inside the Dracoid, the White Tower. But we gonna leave through the main entrance. And don't forget to charge the globes again.
Oh, 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 oh.
Alright, this is what we came here for, the white globes. Now we can open this one white mausoleum at the cemetery. And there's some kind of door. I wonder where this leads us to. I show you these items before I explain what we've just found here.
Stone cube.
Stone cubes, and these stone cubes basically create a wall of stones. Not that way you can block enemies from passing by. And what we just found here is a teleporter. Yep, and with it we can teleport between the place where we're going next and the cemetery and even the U-line jungle. We found ourselves in the teleporter chamber on the other side of the river. To be precise, we are actually in the Emperor's castle or palace. And right around this corner we will find a bedroom which we actually already saw in a cutscene, where we saw the Dracoid Emperor dying, with the priest assuring him that the shame will be erased. It is indeed a beautiful place. And this wall seems off to me. Maybe there is some kind of secret lever. And inside we will find
War Axe Traitor.
And this is actually a weapon which we will use in the midst of the game, because it is even better than the Greatsword Firestorm.
Greatsword Firestorm.
But what I didn't told you about Greatsword Firestorm and Thoran's Greatsword is that we can actually later on improve them to the most powerful weapons in the game, and that's why I wanted to have both with me. Because I'm not decided yet if I want to get this one upgraded or this one upgraded. And we can't use this
War Axe Traitor.
because when we hit an enemy opponent with it, we will die. We first need the Bracers of Valor to get it to good use. And without much exploring of the ballast, we will return to the Dracoid Cemetery and get this one door opened with the white glow. Where did we land? Look, the strange altar of sorts is activated, and it is actually the teleporter. So, can be opened? Nope, there's no way to open these. Just a moment, what's this? Lever? Huh, look, it opened the other mausoleum at this end of the cemetery. A shovel? Heavy fire? Globe? But what's more interesting here is this barrel. We push it over and then run against it. And it explodes, leaving behind lots of tar. So let's seek one of these tumbleweeds. Did I already mention that I love the word tumbleweed and the existence of tumbleweeds in general? Tumbleweeds, they are fucking awesome, and I actually want to do something with them. You can set them on fire and can kick them around. No, not down there. And what I'm actually trying to do is to get this tar field exploded with the tumbleweed. I never made it before, so this is going to be interesting. I wonder if it works. Otherwise I have to get my dragon blood like intended. Yeah, I didn't break much. Yeah. Sometimes they won't budge. So what I'm gonna do is I will return to this one storage and get ourselves one dragon blood. Oh, hello there. And while we're at it, let's create some more of these champion stones. Okay, dragon blood ready. I didn't took the bottle of dragon blood. Ugh. Yay! What an explosion! And we actually gonna face some more specters now. That's why I replaced the Bezoar ring. And another globe, very good. We are actually now in the third area of the cemetery. And we just gonna look for another altar, which will help us to charge our globes blue. You're no longer unmatched for me, man. Don't waste your spiritual power on me anymore. Guess the altar was somewhere here. Yeah, here it is. And this one charges up with Prism Stone. Prism Magic number 2.
Glass Globe.
I always confuse if it is Prism number 2 or 3. So let's use Prism 3. Prism 3, by the way, creates, for the first time you see it, a hologram of Luthor. So this is how it look like. Interesting. So it must be level 2. No, level 2 makes us invisible. So this is indeed a level 4 prism spell we just charged up. So we actually need 3 blue ones. We needed 2 white ones. And now we need 1 more white one. And 1 more yellow one.
I feel sleepy.
Okay, let's find a way out of here again. Yeah, here. So we should be on the right track. Yeah, there we go. And we're back outside. Let's charge 1 yellow one, and then we are done here, and we can open the last remaining mausoleums. Thank you, we have all the globes we need, so we don't need any more of the uncharged ones. Okay, where were the blue ones? This one and that one. Good, let's go. Let's open this one here first. Gulp. And then inside we will find our new arbalest.
Valkyrie crossbow.
The Valkyrie crossbow. And this one does more damage. And if you remember from Lands of Law 1, this one actually shoots fireballs. Very helpful. And you can't open the sarcophagus, so you have to push this button, which opens them all up. But there is nothing of interest here anymore, since we don't need any more globes. Now it's time to open the last mausoleum. And remember, we have the Bracers of the Dead, so without them, this wouldn't be possible.
Traveler, help a spirit, will you?
I'm on several errands already. How might you wish me to aid you?
I am a Dracoid priest, but I cannot lie in the crypt with my equals. My corpse lies forgotten in the sunken rooms of our city, in a cave beyond the lake.
If you're a Dracoid priest, perhaps we can assist each other. I have great need of a token called Silverleaf.
The silver leaf is a sacred Dracoid object. Return my remains to me here. I will direct you towards acquiring a silver leaf. I am, after all, a Dracoid priest.
Sounds good.
Then go get the Silverleaf. I will return soon with your dust, and then I will be pleased to trade for a Silverleaf.
Burn my remains and put them in this urn. I will wait for your return.
Okay, we got a new goal, going down into the Dracoid Ruins, finding his body and burn it. So we leave some of these items here for now. We charge our ancient magic. We get rid of this one because we no longer need it. We won't fight any more ghosts. And now we can proceed back down into the Dracoid Ruins.
Please hurry. I am anxious and wait for your return.
Must be one of them that I aggroed in the last episode. anyways, let's go to the teleporter and back to the ruins. And we're gonna fight another one of these Assar mages, so let's prepare for the worst. We can't banish them with a banish thingy, so we instead gonna use level 5 healing spell, which makes us some kind of invulnerable. Okay, that one is done. This was an intense fight, and we have 2 normal stars to deal with. Not now. Now that's a fight, huh? Come on, you creature. Yay! Finally some action in the series! One of them is easy peasy. More of them is quite dangerous. Oh, shish, we dealt with them. Oh, this was action-like. Cool, I liked it. Okay, before I finish the episode, let's explore this palace. And we find some kind of, I don't know, chemical labor. And there's a lot of desks here, but there's nothing inside. But it is nice to give the place some details. And yeah, I like it that they gave the place so much details. Empty room. Another empty room. Storage. Another storage. And one way into the basement. And this is, by the way, the last door we can open with the skeleton key.
Oh.
And behind it we find some boxes. Another one of Coco's caps. We know these are useless, they only make us sleep. And one of these stones. Just some more storage rooms. With nothing inside.
Oh.
Yeah, another one of these. Rooms with a lot of desks, but they are all empty. So nothing in there. The Dracoid Ruins feel somehow empty in most regard. It's like as if they just had the time to finish it all off how they intended it. And there are a lot of remains of unused scripted events which don't exist in this final build of the game. For example, in this big chair there you will find a little button, and when you push the button nothing happens. So apparently there was something planned to happen here inside this dining room, but it was cut out in the final product. And the last room we will visit before I end this episode is this gigantic throne room. And there we find another chair with another button, and this one actually does something. So what do you know? In medieval times, where did the king sit down? In the left or in the right chair? It's a question I always want to get answered, so if you know, please tell me. And behind here we will find the
Ring
second
of
of only 2
regeneration.
in the entire game. And this is actually a lie. There is a third ring in the later game, which I just found out a week ago. In any case, this concludes this episode of Let's Play Lands of Zor Guardians of Destiny. So see you in the next episode. Goodbye.